season, we probably will get less than 10. Northern pike, we'll get close to 50 probably. They're increasing every year up here.
Now, any size-wise to them? I mean,
Your average northern pike up here is going to be between, 27, 30 inches.
well, that's not a bad fish, really.
No, not really.
On light tackle and stuff like that.
Light tackle that we're using, that's quite a fish.
Yeah.
Your muskies, they'll go to extremes. The young ones will grab you easily, and the young ones are only like 25, 30 inches. But when the big old ones grab you that are 40 plus inches, you really have a fight, especially on light tackle.
Now the walleye, you had said that you've been fishing on the river, what, 28 years, you say?
Yeah, this is my 28th year guiding.
And you said the water really has changed and come back with the species of fish?
Oh, yes.
Much more popular?
Probably as little as 20 years ago, it was rare to get a 15-inch bass. People were, they kept everything they caught. Now with the event of catch and release, more and more being more popular, it's quite common to get 15-inch to 20-inch bass up here. Your 15-inch bass on average up here around 7 years old. Takes a long time to grow a smallmouth.
Yeah. And then the walleye, is that typically a fall thing, or is it all throughout the whole season?
Well, actually, I think May is the most productive month up here for the walleye. Yeah.
So they've spawned by then, though, right?
Oh yeah, they're done spawning. They spawn early, probably in March and April.
Now, do you find them where they spawn up, like on these big flats, or where do you usually find them, back in the cove and stuff, or what?
I find them in semi-slow water. As far as the walleye spawning? Yeah. Semi-slow water. And probably, now this is a shallow river up here.
Right.
A deep spot up here is only 20 foot. That's probably our deepest. So a deep spot for most of those walleye to spawn in is probably 5 to 10 feet.
And it's not, you won't be surprised if we caught some today.
Oh, it wouldn't be. This water is cool. Now the bright sunlight is a little deterrent.
Right.
The walleyes traditionally don't like it, to come up against it, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to catch a walleye.
I know it's not surprising me catching smallmouth.
That's right. Bob, this looks like a great place for the smallies to be in. We just came through some fast water. This is semi-fast, and there's a lot of big rocks right here, just below the surface. These fish are hiding behind it, waiting to ambush the bait going by. And I think we ought to fish on.
There you go. See, I like when you call those shots.
He's probably a 3-year-old. There we go. Well, we got the front. You got the front. I'm going to straighten this boat just a hair bit here so we don't smack the rock coming in behind us.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. And we'll bring this little old fish right up here. Now he took a swipe at it.
Yeah, look at that.
And when he turned, that's when he got caught. That's probably a 3-year-old bass up here. Okay, youngster, thank you. And grow up and give us a thrill a year from now.
You know, Lance, you had mentioned it, that the fish took a swipe at it. Well, actually, a lot of times they're not really trying to hit. They're just whacking at it to stun it.
Right, they're trying to kill it first.
Right.
They're trying to kill it, as you said, stun it, and then
they'll come back for it.
come back, right.
There we go, like that.
There you go, just like that.
He's a little guy. Again, actually, it was a pretty good spot there because there's a rock and the eddy behind.
Just like the book shows, right?
Right. And then the second time they come, when they slap at it, then they'll get it. These are the ones that make me scared. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. I'm always afraid of little bass like this because their mouths aren't big enough to get your fingers in, and the hooks are flailing around, and they're still a sharp, or still a tough fish. Look at that little thing. Gosh, it didn't come off a piece of prime structure there that we're fishing. Now you caught that last fish. You said there should be a fish there, and I love it when you can call it like that.
Mm-hmm.
What made you think that spot that we're drifting past here now was going to hold fish?
Semi-fast water over a lot of bigger rocks.
Uh-huh.
They were hiding behind the rocks to come out and grab the fish or grab the bait. Yep, it was prime area.
We're in what I call skinny water, shallow water.
Absolutely.
One of the things that you really I'd like you to talk about is the boat control. It's really important to put you on the fish and to keep you from wrecking yourself too.
That's right.
Yeah. So tell us how important it is to have this boat under control, even during not only this low water, but even in high water.
Well, right now we're coming down through an area, and as a matter of fact, the trolling motor just scraped a rock right there. The idea is to come down through this faster water where the fish are holding and not get into any accidents or not hit anything. So what you have to do is you have to constantly keep this motor under control, keep the boat straight, look behind you, look down current, look where the riffles are, the rock riffles, and that'll tell you where the rocks are and tell you how to get around them. If you need to, we were coming down in fast, real skinny water. You would need to even lift that trolling motor, or at least to unlock the gate on it,
So
it'll come up. If it's unlocked, you can press down on your trolling motor. It'll come up with the force of the blade, and that's how we came down through there without hitting anything.
now, do you like to go backwards through there as all possible, or do you want to come down with the front of the boat?
I always like to come down backwards. I like to use the trolling motor to slow us down. That'll give us more time in the fishing area, keep us in the target area longer. And of course, when you're guiding, it always gets your guest the first.
I said, well, I'm going to try to get my first shot here. But again, how about in the higher water now? How do you navigate that? Well, I mean, because you know it can get up into that tree line there.
Well, again, I will come down backwards if we're going to fish it. I will just turn that trolling motor up to slow us down as much as possible coming down through there. One thing you never ever want to do is throw the anchor in fast water. Never ever do that.
That's not a good idea.
No,
in any river situation,
that's right.
It's not a good idea.
Right off the wall on the edge of that gate in there.
Starting to feed up.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things you had said, Lance, again, was the time of the day. They started feeding better in the afternoon. Is that
right.
You find that a fall pattern or no?
It's a fall and winter pattern.
Again, what we're doing is right along that shaded line, and I'm really not jerking it as hard as you would
That's
think.
right.
Joe. I'm just letting it sit there, and as we're drifting down, you're controlling the boat. It just swings around. As soon as it starts to make that turn,
They're popping it. There.
popping it.
Look at that. Right over against the wall.
Yep.
I'm going to turn the boat a little bit, give you a clear shot at it.
I love catching smallmouth.
Oh, they're great.
You got to come up to the North Branch. You got to see my man Lance here, and you'll have a time of your life out here. Oh, nice fish. I love them. Hey, Lance, while we're talking,